Something I had to learn really quickly was how to edit videos, how to add music to it, how to get the best sequence of videos, because that's really, really important to be able to do. Today I wanted to break down for you what I do in post-production once I've taken drone footage. If you are a content creator or someone that enjoys putting together either drone footage or it might be even footage you're capturing from your action cam, there are a couple of techniques and little secrets that I've got to share with you today. I've got my DJI mic on, check that. The first thing I like to do is select which video that I will be using and import that into iMovie. Now the easiest way to do that is to simply click the import button at the top left hand corner, the little arrow up here. And when you click that, you'll be able to select what video you want to import into your iMovie library for this video. Once your video is imported from your SD card or your external storage or your laptop internal storage, then it's simply drag and drop the video that you want into either the A or B channel. The middle channel here is my main clips, and at the top I've got any B-roll that I want to include in videos. Now the way I use B-roll is to emphasize or show a different perspective of what is going on around me or of what I'm doing in the video. So in this particular B-roll clip, for example, I am walking through this park and I'm videoing what's around me, getting to my location, and it's always a good way to show the viewer a little bit of the journey that it took to get to the location, the setup, or even what you're actually going to be doing throughout that video. So if you choose to use B-roll or some additional footage that is there to complement what your main frame of video or your main footage is about, simply drag that above the original or the main channel of video. What you need to then do is, with your main camera angle, which will be your drone footage. So I've got here a little bit of drone footage that I captured the other day when I was out practicing some drone moves. I'll link that video of the drone moves and the techniques I was using in the top left of this video for you to check out. My next step is to find the pieces of footage that I actually want to use. Here's a couple of tips for when you're looking for the best footage. Number one is to look for content or pieces of footage where your drone is actively moving. What you're looking for is a 3 to 5 second piece of footage. Now, at the end of this video, we'll be able to put together a really short film of drone footage that you'll be able to showcase wherever you like. So I'm going to go ahead and search through my A frame or my main frame of video and look for smooth pieces of video that I captured with my drone. So I'm just going to roll this really quickly and go ahead and look for those little clips. Something you don't want is drone footage that looks like this, where the drone's moving all over the place, but you may want to use something a little bit more like this, which shows off a particular move. This piece right here, I'm going to stop there, and that's about, I'd say about 5 seconds of video. So all I'm going to do is, to stop the video from playing, you click the space bar, and once you've done that, you just hover on the point that you want to actually cut your video, and then you right click and you hit split clip. Now you can see when I split clips, I've now got a 3.3 second piece of footage that I can use as a part of my video. So now I'm going to go through the rest of the footage here, and now I really like that pan or that little shot. And all you've got to do here is then again go ahead, right click, split clip. A piece of advice: when you do split your clips, make sure to go back and delete any unwanted footage, because you obviously want to be working with clean pieces of footage that you're going to compile to make that piece of content at the end of this video. I'm going to fast forward this. I'm going to look for a couple more pieces of content, and then I'm going to get back to you once I've done that. Okay, so we're all done with selecting my main footage. So it's again a very short video here to show you how you can do this. Now you can apply this against long video form content, and the style that I'm using here is very unique to the way I like to edit my videos. So again, This may not work exactly the way it does for me as it will for you, but take what you want from it and blend that in with how you like your video to turn out. Now it's all about make sure that when you're going through this next step that you are looking for content that is sequenced in a way that tells a story of a flowing video, because that is what this is about. It's about getting some form of flow to your content. I put this video in an order that I think is going to showcase all different views that I was able to capture. There's no real right or wrong way to do this. I think that's the most important thing. The way you sequence your video is all about how you want the story to go, or how you want to share the perspective of what you captured through your drone or your action cam to the viewer. So sequence them in however you like. One tip that I do have is look for effects, or I guess different views throughout each clip. So you don't want to have the same type of motion or movement in 2 or more consistent clips. The reason being is that the viewer will get a little bit bored and you want them engaged. Now what I'm going to do here is add a small B-roll clip, which is basically the one of me walking. It's really, really simple. And the B-roll will end up playing as a replacement to what I'm actually showing in my main video. So let me demonstrate what I mean by that. So I've got this shot where I am walking through the park and it's about 2 seconds long. Another tip here is to make sure that your clips aren't too short. You don't want clips that are in and out way too quick for the viewer, but you also don't want them to be too long. You want the viewer to be interested to see what they missed. Make them engaged the whole time. And the way I like to do that is to have my clips long enough, but still short enough to get the attention of the viewer. So I'm going to place this clip of me walking through the park in between the second and third clip here. The third and final part is to add sound to your video. Sound is so crucial when it comes to viewer engagement and making your video pop and stand out. So selecting the right music is really, really important. And that's where Epidemic Sound comes in. Epidemic Sound has a huge selection of all types of music genres and music that you can use throughout your videos. A huge library of sound effects that you can use. So definitely go and check them out if you're looking for music. Shout out to Epidemic Sound. I love their platform and I enjoy using all their music and sound effects for my videos. This video that I'm creating is fast-paced. There's changes of perspective, and it's also telling a little bit of a story of me, walking through this park that is a little secluded and there's no one around. So it's got that feel of a little bit of drama, but it's upbeat because the drone's moving a little fast, and it's also got a slight sense of mystery to it. That's the type of creative outlook you've got to have for your videos, because it's going to help you engage with the viewer and your video a lot better. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into Epidemic Sound. I'm going to try and look for something that is a little laid back, a little bit dreamy, and has a little bit of mystery to it. I like the sound of that one, so I'm going to go ahead and download that. Really simple to do with Epidemic Sound. Once you choose it, you select the download button. This will download to the location that you want it to go into. And once that's done, so back in iMovie, go ahead and drag your audio in. First thing I like to do is make sure that I drop the audio level just a little bit, because it can be really loud, and the quality of sound is amazing when it comes from Epidemic Sound. And now I'm going to look for how the track matches up to my actual video and the sequencing that I have. Drag the audio track down into the audio channel. So simply click, drag down into this last channel and line it up with the start of your video. Let's have a look what this will look like. All in all, that process took me no longer than 5 or 10 minutes, and I got a 1-minute clip that I could use on my channel or as a YouTube short to engage my communities. If you are someone that's trying to do this for a YouTube channel or for an audience, then it has to be uniquely yours, and it needs to tell a story that comes from your perspective. I hope you got something valuable out of today's video. I can't wait to see what all of you create as a result of your footage that you capture and using some of these techniques that I've shown you today. Again, it's not new and it's nothing groundbreaking, but it's the way I like to do it so that I can create content really quickly and easily for my YouTube channel. If you haven't already, make sure to subscribe to my channel. That's the best way to support me grow this community along with you, and tell me that you enjoy the content that I make and that it's useful and you want me to keep doing it. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye.